How you guys doing? This is my Raspberry Pi and I'm installing siriproxy, so I was going to show you guys how to install it. And we're going to get it working with XBMC. So what I did is I popped the SD card in and then I just turned the Raspberry Pi on. Also, this is the IP address right here. See it? 192.168.2.2. That's very important. So just write it down, or it's down here at the bottom, right there. And excuse the video, I'm doing it with my iPhone, so I'll try to get it the best I can. Okay. So what you'll do is type root. And then siriproxy is the password. And then you want to type GEM install siriproxy. So this is probably going to take a little bit. Maybe I should just stop it and come back later, play some music. I don't know. It's pretty boring, but you know what? I'll just let it run. There it goes. So what it's doing is it's installing everything that we put on the SD card. I'll have the links on my website and on the video. I'm using a Mac. I have an iMac. So I'll tell you guys the name of the SD card builder I used. It was called RPI SD card builder version 1.2. So it's obviously called the Raspberry Pi SD card builder. I'll put a link in for that link also, or you can download it on my website. My website is www.jailbreakitnow.com. So once you install the SD card, the siriproxy on the SD card, and then put it in the Raspberry Pi, you'll get the screen. You'll type in the login, which is root. The password for everybody is siriproxy until you change it. So I'm doing a fresh install straight from the beginning to show you guys how this works. What I'll do is I'll come back, because there's really nothing else I have to add in here. I'll come back when it's done installing. Okay, we're back. After you do the siriproxy install, the next step is to type in siriproxy server. And what this does is we're just testing to make sure the siriproxy is up and running. Okay, as you can see, it says starting siriproxy. Siriproxy is up and running. Great. So hit Control-C. That exits out of the siriproxy. And type in nano, N-A-N-O, space, /etc/DNS MASQ, DNSMask.conf. Okay, you want to go down around 44 lines. I think that's 44, I'm not sure. Till you get to right here where it says double click. Right here. See where it says double click? Right here. This is where you're going to put in the IP address. So you're going to type in address equals /GUZZONI .apple.com/192.168.2.2. That's my IP address. So you need to put in your IP address for the Raspberry Pi. Okay, once you're done with that, you're going to hit Control-O. That saves it. And then hit Return. Control-X. And that exits out. Okay. So the next step, you want to type in siriproxy update. What that's doing, it's putting in to the siriproxy the IP address of the Raspberry Pi, which you just put in earlier. Okay, while this is installing, I'll just tell you guys a little bit why I wanted a siriproxy was for XBMC, and that you could do a bunch of cool plugins that they have. If you Google siriproxy plugins, you'll have a lot of plugins that show up that you can do and install and have fun with. That's also something I'll show you guys also how to get the siriproxy up and running, and also how to add plugins. Because once you get the siriproxy up and running with the iPhone, the next step is to add your plugins. So we'll be almost halfway there. So also, I'll tell you guys a little bit what we'll do next. When this gets done bundling, we're going to type in our next command is siriproxy bundle. Now after that we do that, the siriproxy bundle, we have another command which is ginserts. So it's going to be siriproxy ginserts. That will be the second command. Okay. So we want to type in siriproxy bundle. And as that's bundling, our next command is getting the CA PIM file for the iPhone. So you're going to type in siriproxy ginserts, GENCERTS. What that's doing is creating the iPhone file, which you can see there. It says, please install the root .siriproxy CA PEM file onto your phone. You can do this by emailing it to your iPhone. Okay, so you're wondering, how do I get that file? Well, what I do is I type in sudo raspi -config. And it brings up this screen. Also on here, where it says boot behavior, that's the one you're going to want. Try to get it all in there. So click that one, or hit return, or enter. Should we boot straight from desktop? Yes. And then you're going to want to hit finish. Would you like to reboot now? Yes. type your password, which is siriproxy. So what I did is I put a flash drive in the Raspberry Pi, and I'm going to put the ca.pem file in there and email it from my Mac. But you can email it right from the Raspberry Pi. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open up where it says root. And also how I brought this window up for guys that don't know is right here. Okay. And you want to click root, which is right there. If you're doing what I'm doing using a flash drive, just pop your flash drive in and it will pop up right here. Okay. So here's a siriproxy folder. This one you do not want. What you want to do is you want to click View and click Show Hidden. And this is the file we want right here, .siriproxy. That's where the ca.pem file's at. So just double click. And here's the file right here. So this is the file you want to email to yourself. So I'm going to copy it to my flash drive. I'll just create a folder. I'm going to name it Siri Proxy Test. Okay. So here's my folder on my flash drive.
The garlic rice. For my meals, like that's what I was going to be eating. I can't find it.
No, okay, here's the ca.pem file. I'm just going to drag it into my siriproxy folder. Then I'm going to eject. Okay. So I'm going to email this to my phone, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what you want to do to get out of here is, you gotta get back to the command line. So you'll click right here, click accessories, and then LXT terminal. And then you want to type in sudo space raspi-config. And then go to boot behavior. And then, should we boot straight to desktop? No. Enter. Finish. Would you like to reboot now? Yes. That's rebooting. I'm assuming that you guys have emailed you guys that folder or the ca.pem file for your iPhone. So that's what I'm going to show you guys here in a minute on how to install that. Excuse me. Okay, so you want to log in by typing root, password, siriproxy. Assuming that you guys got this on your iPhone and you've installed the ca.pem file. So what you want to do next is type in siriproxy server. So while that's loading, like I said, you guys just install the ca.pem file and then hold down the Siri button and say test siriproxy, and it should respond back to you. Siriproxy is up and running. If it does that, congratulations, you guys have successfully completed it. Alright. So in the last video, we got the siriproxy up and running. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to add a plugin to that siriproxy. And the plugin I'm going to use is XBMC. So as you can see, it's working. So the way to add the XBMC plugin we're going to use is I'll have the download links also there available so you can download and take a look at it yourself on GitHub. So without any further ado, let's get started. So you're going to want to hit Control-C. And type in sudo rasp-config. Go to boot behavior. Yes. Click finish. And yes. .siriproxy folder. Which is right here. Okay, this config.yml folder. You want to open it up. Okay. This is where you'll paste in the commands. And see how these are perfectly lined up? Right here. I use that as a marker. But see how they're straight up and down? I mean, they're right above each other. That's very important that they're like that. If it's a space off, it will not work. So I'm going to put the command right here. Also, the command, you could put it right here and it has to line up exactly. I already have a saved file with my commands, so what I'm going to do is just delete this one. And also, I'll put the same config file on my website, so you can also download it if you want to do what I'm doing. I have it saved on this flash drive right here. So it's called that file. And this file. So I'll have both these files on my website, so you can download it. Okay, and I want to drag and drop these two folders. Right here. Okay. I'm just going to show you guys what I'm talking about. In the config.yml folder, scroll down. Here's the command I got from GitHub, the code, and see how it's perfectly lined up. If you have a space in there, it will not work. So just to save you guys a lot of headache. So this is the GitHub website with where the folder is that I need to install onto my siriproxy. And I just got to change the IP address right here. There we go. And so if you are on XBMC, you need to go into XBMC and go into System, Settings, go down to Services, and make sure that you have your ports right. So the XBMC port is 8080, and my username and password is just XBMC. Alright. So this folder here allows me to control the bedroom and the movie room. So I'm able to, do both if I need to. So you put your IP address of your XBMC IP address in, and if you have another XBMC box, you'd put that IP address here. So I have XBMC in the bedroom, and I have it in the movie room. Okay, and also we'll put this on my website again so you guys can download it. Alright, that's pretty much it. Back out. Go down here, click accessories, go to LX terminal, type in the command sudo ras-config, boot behavior, no, finish, yes. Okay, well that's starting up. I'll tell you guys, so pretty much what we did is we added our plugins into our siriproxy. And once you do that, you're going to have to rebundle the siriproxy so it knows to grab the code that we entered in. So you want to type in root, type in siriproxy, okay, so you type in siriproxy bundle. So pretty much while this is installing, when you go to GitHub to get your siriproxy plugins, you can pretty much copy and paste all the code into the config folder, and then each time you copy a new plugin, and you must bundle for the siriproxy to pick it up. That's just a little tip. type in siriproxy server. I'm going to switch over to my iPhone so you guys can see that it is working.